I speak on Armed Forces Day 2021 on behalf of all members of the Royal British Legion Scotland in this, our 100th anniversary year, to express our very great admiration for our armed forces and our gratitude for everything that you're all doing at home and overseas on our behalf. You are a great credit to us all, to your families, and of course to yourselves. And we salute you all.
Today marks 100 years since the day that the Royal British Legion Scotland was officially formed, bringing together several charities established to assist those returning home to Scotland from the horrors of the First World War. Legion Scotland have been advocates for our veterans and their families since that day. They provided vital support to veterans of the World Wars, Korea, the Falklands, Northern Ireland, the Balkans, and too many other conflicts to mention, right up to those more recently deployed in Iraq and Afghanistan. As well as this, Legion Scotland fulfills the essential role of being the custodians of remembrance activity here in Scotland, ensuring that the sacrifices that have been made to ensure our freedoms and way of life are never forgotten. I'm very grateful to have this opportunity to thank Legion Scotland for their support for our veterans communities across Scotland and for helping us to honour all of those who gave so much. You fully deserve the respect and admiration in which you are held by the people of Scotland.
They used to see him every day, walking down the beach. Old man with his memories, no friends or family. They said he'd been a soldier and a hero from the war, a solitary man who lived alone. And on the day he died, his medals were by his side, and a letter in his hand that said, I have always been a soldier, I have served my king and my queen. Now I'm getting older, I can only dream. When I make that final journey, I will turn my face to the sea. And in this world of changes, please remember me. The paper had a story on this brave and humble man. There's no one here to mourn him. Can someone lend a hand? And on the day they brought him down to the place where he would lie, there were thousands on the street to say goodbye, and many more would go in the days and months ahead to read these words in stone that said, I have always been a soldier, I have served my king and my queen. Now I'm getting older, I can only dream. When I make that final journey, I will turn my face to the sea. In this world of changes, please remember me. In this world of changes, please remember me.
Now each one of you has served in Her Majesty's Armed Forces, and as Lord Lieutenant I'm Her Majesty the Queen's representative in City. My first and foremost duty is to uphold the dignity of the Crown, and I represent Her Majesty, including duties with the Armed Forces and presenting certain honours, medals and awards, and act as a liaison with local units of the Royal Navy, Royal Marines, Army, Royal Air Force and their associated cadet forces. As Old City's Armed Forces and Veterans Champion, I'm delighted to have this opportunity to recognise the Royal British Legion's Centenary. It affords me the opportunity to commend the work of the Legion in supporting our veteran community. May I thank each and every one of you for the service that you have given to the Queen and country in defence of the realm, and I look forward to continuing to work with the Legion going forward. Once again, may I congratulate you on your centenary and wish you a very happy birthday.
Good night, sweetheart, till we meet tomorrow. Good night, sweetheart. Sleep will banish sorrow. Tears and parting may make us forlorn, but with the dawn, a new day is born. So I'll say good night, sweetheart, though I'm not beside you. Good night, sweetheart, still my love will guide you. Dreams enfold you, in each one I'll hold you. Good night, sweetheart, good night. Good night, sweetheart, till we meet tomorrow. Good night, sweetheart. Sleep will banish sorrow. Dreams enfold you, in each one I'll hold you. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night.
In paradise It is my honour and pleasure as Glasgow's Lord Provost and Lord Lieutenant to address members and supporters of the Royal British Legion as it marks a major milestone in its illustrious history, namely its centenary year. 100 years ago, Field Marshal Earl Haig founded the charity the Royal British Legion in response to the plight he witnessed of veterans of the First World War, whose welfare he devoted to improving for the remainder of his own life. A century later, as we endure a pandemic, the charitable help of Legion Scotland has never been more important, has never been more needed. We owe a huge debt to our veterans, and it is therefore a privilege for me to join you today to reflect on the work of a charity with values which I know Glaswegians share and hold dear. I send Glasgow's very best wishes to your 20,000 plus members and their many, many supporters, among whom I include myself. And I wish you all well in your remarkable work, and I trust that you will all enjoy your centenary celebrations. Please stay safe, and thank you once again for all that you do.
Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. You smiling blue, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing the song. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. So will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
Berkeley Square. The moon that lingered over lonely town. Poor cousin moon, yes, he wore a frown. How could he know we two were so in love? The whole town world seemed upside down. The streets of town were paved with stars. It was such a romantic affair. And as we turned and kissed goodnight, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. The dawn came stealing up all gold and blue to interrupt our rendezvous. I still remember how you smiled and said, "Was that a dream? Or was it true?" Our whole world said was just as light as the tap dancing feet of a stair. And like an echo far away, a nightingale sang in Berkeley Square. I know 'cause I was there that night in Berkeley
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.
Moon River, wider than a mile. I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbow's end, waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend. Moon River and me.
100 years ago today, the so-called Unity Conference held in St Cuthbert's Church in Edinburgh formally brought the Royal British Legion Scotland into being, to honour those who had given their lives for their country. But of course the Legion had a further and very important purpose, to do what it could to help those who had survived the war and needed help, comrades in arms supporting their own. It might have surprised and even disappointed the founders of our great organisation that what they had started would still be in existence and still be very much needed 100 years later. How they'd all hoped that better ways would be found to resolve the world's problems than by fighting. But of course better ways have not so far been found, and so we're still in being and still very much needed. It's right that we should take a moment to celebrate our 100th birthday and to congratulate ourselves that we're still able to make a material difference to the lives of so many veterans and their families. It's a great collective achievement by generations of devoted and selfless people. But now, of course, we must bend our minds and shoulders to our continuing duty to remember the fallen and to comfort the living. There is much to do, but I think that we can step into our second century with our heads held high and with great confidence. Let us be sure that if the Royal British Legion Scotland will still be here when those who are not yet born have taken up the reins, not from us, but from our successors and their successors. Let us make sure that what we do now and in the years to come will allow the Legion members of the future to look back to all of us and give us an approving round of applause, just as we do today for those who began it all back in June 1921. So, Royal British Legion Scotland, happy 100th birthday.